Coach, we find ourselves at the foot of the Rockies, Denver, Colorado, for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Oakland Raiders and the Denver Broncos. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go now. 10-2 stop. Here we go again.
They'll run for the first time with Phillip Lindsay. Space to maneuver at the 40. And finally brought down right at the midfield stripe. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25.
That outside handoff to the left, that play has to warm the heart of an offensive line coach because they controlled the left side where they were supposed to, but they didn't allow anything to leak from the backside on the right side of the offensive line either. Well played.
Yeah, and it created a big run.
You draw Porter.
On first down, right back to Lindsay. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Get in the weight room. Get in the weight room. 80 weapons. Deuce. Check 24. Check 24. Go. Ready.
Now Locke throwing on 2nd down. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Max Crosby. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Faking the give to Lindsay. Here's Locke. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Maurice Hurst. He's the one to get him this time, and back-to-back sacks brings up 4th down. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. First carry for Josh Jacobs. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you kind of hit the jackpot there.
And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Under 10. 10.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. And it was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Now Carr on the bootleg. On the move to his left. Quick hitter here, it's complete. A gain of 6 there on first.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Six yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Check 52.
On 2nd down, Jacobs. And he's got it across midfield and into Denver territory. A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard. Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Now the Broncos are going to take a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
They're not ready for this. They still playing soccer. Y'all playing the wrong football.
And John Gruden has made the call. His guys are going for it. They go with Jacobs. And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that. But by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Now a handoff here to his running back. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
At the Broncos' 46-yard line.
Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter. We're scoreless after 1. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Carr. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Jacobs. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 35. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
Now a play fake here on first down. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
And their Raider first down.
Down. 53, check. 180. Hey, we're good. 180.
On first down, Jacobs. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12.
694.
Shotgun now for Carr. He rifles one that's intercepted. A.J. Boye with a pick. He's at the 50, 30, 20, 10, and he will score. Touchdown, Denver.
Now, that was a beautiful play. A pick six. How would you punctuate something like that, partner?
What do you mean, with an exclamation mark?
Exclamation mark, a big word. What would you do with that?
Ampersand?
I like it.
Extra point from McManus is good. And that makes the score 7-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
Down. 185. Mike. You ain't got nothing. You ain't got nothing. You're mine. Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 3.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Carr. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
They'll run with Lindsey, and they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Well, he can be a load to handle off the edge, and he can do it against the pass. Sure, he can do it against the run like he did there.
And you mentioned a load. How about having to adjust to his speed as well? Because not only does he bring some pop, he brings some dash as well. A nice play on that situation.
That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
And now can they reverse the trend on 3rd and goal with the last 2 plays having gone backwards? They'll try to run with Lindsey. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Call it 6, maybe 7, but now they're left with 4th down and goal. Well, if this defense can hold them to a field goal here, what a win that would be.
Not just a win on the possession, but psychologically take over the ball game. This started with 1st and goal, so they were in 4-down territory right from the beginning. I say you finish it off and go for the touchdown.
They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces them to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. It's what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
We get slap happy up here sometimes. Only a yard on the pickup, so from a good situation on 2nd and 2, it's now 3rd and 1. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Got what they needed there. The drive continues with a 9-yard pickup. On first down, Carr. Now this will be caught. Tyrell Williams. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him a first down, 15 yards that time for the Raiders. Jacobs now. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Carr. Over the middle, complete. That's Jacobs. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 35. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Carr going to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Carr with a play fake to Jacobs. Going to throw right side here, complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. That one good for 13 and a Raider first down. Now Carr looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Nelson Aguilar, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. The kick by Carlson is good. And that will do it for this first half. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he probably should have stayed in the end zone as he'll muster a return up to only the 14-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up.
Right down. 180. Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Let's go, D. Gonna be a long day offense. Ready, 1. Check. 50.
Hey, high 7.
Hey, let's get in that holes. 53 to Mike. 53. Check 53. Go, go, go.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Carr. He'll find his tight end. That's Waller. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Down. 180. 53. Mike. Hey, keep it up. Keep it up. Express.
On 3rd down, here comes Jacobs. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
And the Raider first down.
Down. 180. 9. I got it. 53 to Mike. 53. Check 53.
Hey, team 6. Team 6.
What you got, Heavy? What you got, Heavy? Give me some. Give me some.
They go play action here on 1st down. Eluding the pressure right. And this will be incomplete. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10.
61, matchbox lights.
Hey, 734. Mike, I'm coming.
Throwing again. Carr. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off around the 41. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line.
Ready up.
58, Mike. In the face.
Protein spill.
Rush in. Rush in.
On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. He'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
6-6. Pull it high.
Another run by Lindsey. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25.
It's a gain of 14 yards. And the Broncos, first down. 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Down. 10 Lobo.
Check, check. Walk 54. Walk 54. And we got to get to the ball, G. We got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving. Check the hot read.
Hey.
Who's that? Who's that? Is that yours? Is that yours? Who's that? Hey, watch that. Watch that. Check Mike 54.
Get it.
Here's the backup now, the former Badger, Melvin Gordon. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. That one good for 13 and a Denver first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. They'll run on 1st down. Lindsey. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Blue draw quarter.
Check 3. Check 3. Check 3. Check.
They'll go again with Lindsey. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
Shady weapons.
It's a gain of 3.
6 guys. Check 6 guys.
They'll try and run for it with Lindsey. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
I'll bet they thought they had picked that one up because it was a 3rd and 2 call, and they got awfully close. Now we're at 4th and inches. I wonder if they think they're feeling lucky here and maybe want to go pick it up.
And McManus able to put it through. And they will stretch their lead to 10 now at 13-3. So it's an old-school extra point that counts 3 times. So it's certainly a disappointment they weren't able to get it in the end zone.
Yeah, I can just imagine post-game, head coach looking at the box score, 19-yard field goal, grimacing a little bit, but having to realize that at that moment, getting 3 points was vital. Go ahead and get the points, put them on the board. Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They're in a 13-3 hole here now as they come up on 1st down. On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. Oh, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Here they come, 2nd and 10 now from the 10. Carr. That's their first time getting to the quarterback, sack number 1. And, you know, they had 5 last week, I'm remembering.
And you have to find a way to slow down the pass rush, not necessarily with just protecting your quarterback, but you show them a lot of different looks, and they did that in the first half. You know, different angles, different things to slow down the speed. They got to him here in the second half. Now they've got to come up with a counter to that and maybe do something different.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Raiders on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be third and forever. In his own end zone, it's Carr. Got his man, that's Tyrell Williams. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. He'll get 17 back there, but it'll still lead to a fourth down. The Raiders do snap it. It's Carr. Looking deep downfield. And that is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone.
Here we go. It's 18, Gator.
Check, boys.
Pilot, 64, weak. Ready.
On first down, it's Lindsey. Down he goes at the 10 with a solid pickup of 8. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. They'll keep it on the ground. Lindsey, and a short pickup there down to about the 9. The good run on first down followed up by a not-so-good run on second down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on third down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
The Broncos on third down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This time they face a 3rd and 2.
No.
3rd and 2, Lock's going to throw. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
A 26-yard attempt.
The kick by McManus is good, and the lead stretches 16-3 now. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. But good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
Carr now to throw. He's going to air one out. And this is caught inside the 5. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. A big play there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season as his guys are back within a single score. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Right now clinging to a one-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit...
And down he goes, brought down a Raider sack. Maurice Hurst picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
Tremendous read and reaction by the defensive tackle, and frankly, partner, it's not that often the DTs have that type of easy access back to the quarterback. Never bought the play-action fake.
Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17.
X3, 218, chop it. Go.
On 2nd down, a run with Lindsey. It'll be a gain of about 5, but they're left with a 3rd and still about 12 to go. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
61, matchbox lights.
Watch twist, watch twist, watch twist, twist, twist.
Throwing his lock on 3rd down. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that they pick up a 1st down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. Do they want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10.
49, check 48. Check protein spill.
Carr going to give it to Jacobs. He only got a couple on that one, so not a ton of help. They'll have a 3rd and 8 forthcoming.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down.
6:37.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. They face a critical 3rd down now, needing a score here in the late going.
53, Mike 53. Let's go. Let's get this ball back with offense. Let's go. Low. Switch. Slam.
They fake the handoff. Now Carr. This is Johnson. He's got it. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a 1st down as well. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Hey, hold it.
He's back to throw. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. To throw is Carr. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 36.
And that one, oh, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to come up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw, and it'll wind up being intercepted.
Good starting position for the Broncos here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10.
22 jet bomber, 22 jet bomber. Get it.
They'll keep it on the ground. Lindsey. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in quarter number 4. The Raiders call on a nickel set here for 3rd down.
I got him. Check.
Blue draw Porkers.
Check 9, check 9.
5.
Lock to throw. Throwing right, and that's complete. That one good for 13 and a Denver 1st down. And this defense, they needed that one more stop to have any chance, but that completion, that's likely going to seal their fate.
And you could hear it in your voice, that one more stop.
I feel their pain.
Oh, it was so important. They just didn't get it done. Wow, what a way to finish this one off.
The win for the Broncos, seemingly assured. They go down to a knee. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game.
Set 8B.
54. All right, T, let's go. All right, T.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
So after the penalty, now they need just a yard on 2nd down. Locke, he's set to take a knee, and that should do it for this ball game. So this one will wind up a Denver victory, and it wasn't really always pretty. They had their bumps and bruises, really both sides did, but they did what they needed to do at home to get the win.
Yeah, they really had to grind this one out, didn't they? Because nothing came easy. Every snap was a major league brawl. They had to win at the line of scrimmage, win downfield. They got all those things accomplished, but to win a close one like this, you know, every team wants to be physical. We've heard that a million times, right? But those who are mentally tough, those are the teams that you have to deal with in the playoffs. This was that type of a game.
So for Denver, it's an important win for their playoff hopes as they hit the 10-win mark now at 10-5. And they will hit the road next week to take on the New York Jets. Meanwhile, for Oakland, their playoff hopes take a big hit as they fall to 8-7. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.